Welcome everyone to another European Siege podcast. We'll start with introductions as per usual. Enemy, you guys first.
Yo, the one and only Bait and X here from Enemy.
Shut up. Gas from Enemy.
Sorlek from Enemy.
Wiggles from Leviathan.
And here's
The Death from Leviathan.
Oldskool.
Lincoln Resilience.
Lunar Resilience.
Odds Resilience.
Shallow Sneeky.
Sovereign Cryptid.
Kamui, Sovereign.
Yeah, it's Kazuki, Valari.
Matis, Venari.
Sunrun Aval.
Freya, Boss.
It was a pretty hot week, it seems, today, but we'll start with the least action as per usual. Enemy, what happened in Mediah today?
Well, nothing. We kind of expected Encore to come, but other than that, no, nothing.
yeah.
Is there any
pretty dead.
particular reason you expected them, guys?
Well, it seemed pretty obvious from the guilds they were joining over the course of the day.
Yeah, we kept an eye on the guilds, the numbers and stuff, and then some shit went down, so we were very confused towards the end. But I'm thinking we're gonna get some more info about that later on.
All right, anyone has any questions about Mediah or like directed at Enemy?
Enemy.
Were you disappointed that Encore didn't come?
Oh yeah, of course. Would have been a good fight.
I mean,
Are you happy that Sovereign will come next week?
Yeah, come.
Nice. Can't wait to.
I love how everyone's expecting it. I'm not gonna lie, it makes me kind of happy.
Yeah, I can't wait to see the fight.
I thought that fighting in the potato fields made you guys happy.
Yeah, of course, man. Of course, slaughtering noobs left, right, and center.
Yep. Seems good.
All right, on this note, let's move on to the next siege of today. It was Valencia. It was 2 castles built, Sovereign and Oldskool. So Sovereign, you guys didn't have anyone there, or did you have some defense force today?
So we kind of expected no one to build, as no one's built for the 12 weeks. And then we got intel that Spicy had built there. So we're like, oh, okay, we'll send a couple of people back, but hey ho. The whole Serendia thing, we destroyed Harmony in a 1v1, so we couldn't really go to Caltheon because that kind of felt like bullying. And then we don't have elephants in Encore, so going to Mediah would just be a fucking shitfest. We would get destroyed. There's no point. Without elephants at that castle, it's not a fight. It's a slaughter. So the fact that you expect it, I mean, it's kind of silly in my opinion.
Well, we've had a guild house for like 3 weeks now, so wouldn't be too crazy.
Bro, we're fucking lazy, man. Everyone's playing Albion, Guild Wars, fucking... No one plays BDO anymore, come on.
So going
Alright.
for Harmony will be bellying, but going for like even worse guilds is not.
Interesting logic.
Yeah, no.
Wait, who said that?
I
To be
did.
fair,
Well, let's see next week, man.
it might not have been the best decision, but everyone in our guild had fun. I hope Leviathan had fun as well. So, I mean, I was part of the Sovereign team, so we just got destroyed. I hope Leviathan did have fun with the fight. I don't really know how that went.
It was an interesting power check,
Hmm.
if nothing else.
Fair play, fair play. But I do find it kind of funny that Oldskool decided that they would go with the sneaky tactics. Like, you've got pretty good intel, I'm not going to lie. Your spies, they're on point. Fucking Viserys would be proud.
All right, Oldskool, you want to shine some light on the master plan?
Let's go, boy. Yeah, I mean, we have Valencia. We didn't take it because we're strong. We took it because we took a chance. I guess I can get rid of a couple of misunderstandings real fast. So we planned this alternative for almost a week. We had pretty much 2 options on the table. One would be to go Valencia, one would be to go Calvian. We actually had a fort in Calvian, which we built up and destroyed. Let's see, late in the evening. The thing is, though, we made the call to go to Valencia before Sovereign started to fill Encore. So I guess that that removes the rumors of people saying is that we built in Valencia because we saw people go Encore. Because we actually built in Valencia before that move.
You did finish the fort in the last, 15 minutes? I mean, that's pretty convenient timing.
So what are you saying?
Just convenient. So it's just convenient, you know.
Hello, I'm Eden from Moscow.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Well, I can.
Ironically,
I don't care.
I recorded the whole process. I have a video of it. So
Yeah, but you're gonna keep it in your.
I'm gonna keep it. Of course.
Anyway,
just keep that hidden,
it's pretty simple. We've been keeping track of your numbers all day, and we made a move at around 16:40, and you only started to move people towards Encore like almost an hour after that. Our intention, like we pretty much made the decision to go Valencia. Why? First of all, we didn't really sell many alternatives. Calvian was going to be 4 guilds there. Like honestly, if we go Calvian, people see us as the strongest guild there, and we're going to get zerged on. If we're going to go Balenos and Serendia, we figured it's the same thing. We did see low castles this week, but that also kind of didn't make us want to go there. We fought enemies so many times in the past few months, like we were really getting sick of those guys. So we were like, okay, no enemy this week.
Come on, man.
I'm sorry. So we were like, okay, it's going to be like this, right? Then we'll make the call. We'll go Valencia, and we'll do it like this. If we can do it sneaky, we fucking own Valencia, the only castle Oldskool never owned before. You know?
I mean,
and then
props
second
to
of
winning
all,
way of doing
the
it.
alternative, if Sovereign would actually show up, do you think we have the illusion that we could even get close to beating you? Of course not. You know, we would simply have asked you, like, can we maybe get some match number fights, and we can both make the best out of a situation that's, I guess, not ideal for us. Like we didn't have many options this week. I guess you guys are also looking for a challenging fight, which you're not really getting. So that was our 2 options. Like either we get a castle, and it's not like we get it for free. We put a lot of preparation in this. It's not like it comes easy to build Valencia below the radar that fast. And it's funny actually that you mentioned spies, because I mean, of course you're gonna not believe this, but we don't have any spies, and we think you have spies in our guild. That's also why we try to go below the radar. So that's also why we only had a very small portion of our members prepared for this shit. Like our people didn't, like the clock hit fucking 7 p.m. and our people still didn't know what fucking region. They thought we were going Calvian.
Bro, you should have seen our fucking Discord. We had so many people like just crying about what you're doing. Why has no one told us?
Yeah, exactly.
So...
Like it's the same here. Like we don't have spies. I don't expect you to believe me, but we definitely are paranoia, and we think we have spies. So we kept this close to our chest. We played it below the radar, and it paid off. No one caught us. No one chit-chatted in our guild, and we have some chit-chatters in our guild, and we finally owned the region we've never owned before. Sure, not by force, but by making, I guess, a ballsy move that just happened to pay off. That's
fair play, man.
And I really don't. There's so much salt going on, and sure, that's I get it. It's a video game, but I don't see how anyone can be salty towards us for making this move. Because what should we do? Like we don't come close to the top 2, and we quite convincingly beat other guilds below us. If we go to a region where there's only guilds below us, we would simply get teamed up against.
If you're gonna go for a play like that, you know that there's a risk that you're gonna like lose your main castle, and that's what happened. So why would people?
Oh yeah, we were well aware of the risk. We're not salty about it particularly. We're salty by the fact that it was Oldskool, because we actually expected you guys not to do that. You know, we have quite a history. But I mean, from what you're saying, we don't like. I think you're the only guild we don't actually have spies in. By the way, just saying.
Yeah, I'm not surprised.
So
I
don't-
know you guys are a guild with a lot of intelligence. That's also, like I said, why we were quite paranoia and we kept it close to our chest. There's one more thing I think it's interesting to mention. I think Oldskool is also a guild that keeps their options open when it comes to like breaking the server open. A couple of weeks ago or a month ago, whenever it was, like we brought an alliance to Kelfian. We had the intention to. It wasn't a 1 week plan, you know, like it was a 2 week plan, but we cannot do it alone. And you know, there were just no guilds to continue the second week to go Valencia and break the server open. Our idea was, okay, let's just fucking get enemy out of there with their 5 week tax benefit. Then the week after go Sovereign, get them out of there with their 5 week tax benefit, and let's hope to get this server alive again. Like we only managed half that plan, and we're not able to do it alone. Except for this week, we had a chance to do it alone. You know, so we took the chance.
Fucking fate smiled on you, yeah.
Yeah, that's it. Like there's no.
I
would have feelings towards Sovereign or any other guild. We just, you know, we played the game and we got
I
a little bit lucky.
would have appreciated the idea of you offering to have a couple of fights. I mean, I fucking fully villa buffed that shit, and then you guys just.
So did we. Honestly, we went fully buffed. To
No, I saw. I took screenshots of a lot of people like these fucking people fully buffed for 10 of us, the bastards.
Of course,
I was a little bit salty about that.
We're gonna take it serious, you know.
Yeah. Could have had
For
some
us, it was pretty important to go there, like, and not be disrespectful, because we were just fully aware that we all left Valencia, right?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. No, to be fair, there's no. I mean, there's joke salt about it, but not really. Not in my opinion, at least. Got to ask though, did you actually speak to Spicy beforehand? Like, did you know that? No, that was just.
No.
That was so convenient.
It was,
bro, another
Holy
just
shit.
fucking convenience, isn't it? It's just
like you guys moved to Encore. A few minutes later or something, Spicy starts posting pictures that they build in Valencia, and a little bit later, our castle finishes, and we're like, "Holy shit!" They might think that Spicy actually just finished our castle.
No, we had literally everyone from Encore just fucking go over and just swipe Spicy because we were convinced it was them. We didn't want them to build.
Is that why you put those last 5 people into Sovereign?
Well, we put everyone that we could. We kind of overshot
We
it.
were
To be
really
fair.
confused at that point. Like we saw you guys shove people to Encore, and we were like, "Okay, yes, fucking, our chance paid off," you know. And that's the clip that Eden was talking about. We already started building more than an hour before that, so it's not like we saw you guys leave and then sneakily took it. We already, you know, made the chance. We already took the chance way before that.
No.
Like,
We
when you guys finally moved to Encore, and then a little bit before time, you actually moved 5 more people to Sovereign. And we were like, "This is weird. Why would they right before the cooldown move 5 more people to Sovereign?"
It was always the plan to have like a bit more of a, well, not even split, but a few more people. But they just kind of went tits up. I mean, you got to try something different, haven't you?
Yeah, one thing I have to say though, like holy shit, you guys have some ballsy discipline that you actually make the call 10 minutes before the deadline with 70 or 60 whatever people. Like holy shit, we don't even dare to do that 1 hour before deadline because we know people are gonna fuck up. Like, oh, I had dinner. Oh, my mom called me, and it's I don't know.
Surprisingly, I think there was only
deadline.
There was only about 5 or 6 people that got missed out. It wasn't even, there wasn't a lot of them. It wasn't bad.
It was insane. Like that was what I was gonna mention. Like
we were so fucking stressed at that point. We were like, come on, move your people already. Let us know what we can expect tonight.
Yeah. Either way. Keep you on the edge of your seats. We don't know where we're going next week. You might not have the castle for long, just saying.
I mean, it's whatever. Like, we didn't go there to plan to have it for long.
Enemy is coming Valencia. 100%. You guys know enemy.
Yeah,
Where we go, they
next
go.
week for sure.
100%.
Of course we are, man. You're there.
We didn't plan to keep Valencia for long. We saw an opportunity earlier this week. Shout out to Muku, by the way. He's a brilliant mind. We saw the opportunity, so we had 2 options which we explored throughout the week. It was just 2 options going side by side, and we said we're gonna make the decision Saturday afternoon, and that's what we did. This afternoon we made the decision, somewhere like 4:30 or so, and that's it. It paid off. These are the kind of decisions that you make them. They're risky. They pay off, and you're a fucking genius. They don't pay off, then you have maybe some salty members in your guild. Like, what the fuck are we? Why are we 1v1ing Sovereign in Valencia? Like, what the fuck are we doing here? It is what it is. It paid off today. And yeah, I'm happy.
Yeah. Hey ho. Hey ho. Anyway. Well played. Outplayed. Outsmarted.
I have one question for you guys actually. Did you always have the intention to take Serendia? Or maybe
Not really. We
No.
were kind of struggling between Serendia, Caltheon, and Mediah. Mediah was kind of ruled out pretty early on, though. Lack of elephants, like I said before.
So why didn't you go Caltheon?
We had a GVG versus Harmony earlier on this week. I think it was Wednesday. And if anyone, I streamed bits of it, but the quality was shit. And yeah, it wasn't fun, particularly. Like, fair play to Harmony, but we are a fair bit stronger than them, and we didn't want to do that and then turn up there on Saturday and find out that, you know, it's just 1v1, and that we kind of did it as a test of strength, if that makes sense, and then just wipe them. It just kind of felt disrespectful.
Yeah, well, I guess you guys also saw castles pop up in Caltheon, and you same as us. If you would have went there, you would have also been teamed up.
So wait, you thought you were gonna get a better fight in Serendia when you were the only one that built there besides us? What?
Well, like I said, we tend to have a better split between people going Encore and people going back into Sovereign, so it kind of fucked up, but that was our intention. We didn't expect to have like 70 people going into Encore. We put a thing just saying, whisper this person. Too many people whispered, we kind of lost track.
Who actually built the Mediah? Because that's another thing. Like earlier this week, we scouted a fort being placed in Mediah, and that's why we thought, like, holy shit, you know, their Encore is going for Mediah. We figured, like, okay, they are probably confident to go to Mediah because they have nothing to lose anyway, right? They if they can just keep Valencia, they can comfortably go Mediah. If they lose, no one will blame them because they're sieging Mediah and the enemy is in it. That's another reason why we thought you guys were going Mediah. I didn't think you would go any other way.
Going Mediah without elephants, honestly. So that, yeah, that was the main point.
Well, you will have elephants in Sovereign now.
I think you would have arguably like a better PvP experience, though.
I was about to say, if you're looking for a good fight, then I'm not sure what the hell you're thinking.
Yeah, first of all, we not like what Cryptid said. We not went Calvin because it was like kind of unfair. The second thing was that only 2 castles are on Serendia. Was like, what the fuck? Because the last 5 or 4 weeks was like 6 or 7. So we were pretty sure we will get ganged up anyways. By no matter, like, we had to build Encore pretty early, like the fort, and because no one was in both guilds to do this move, and yeah.
But you didn't build the. Oh, you mean like build most of it and then you completed it last minute?
Yeah.
Okay, I was gonna say because you guys didn't complete until like 5 o'clock.
So just no one showed up. So, and if it would be 3 versus 1, it would be already super hard for us because we pulled like 60. But we will come to that later, I think.
All right, Swiper, go on.
Yeah. Remember? Yeah, we're gonna be the first guild to own all the regions in the new world if we take Balenos. So, Freya, look out!
I will fucking stop you, man.
So we can go Balenos and we won't get scolded for it?
Enemy and Oldskool in Balenos in 2 weeks?
Maybe.
Moo.
I still have a... I mean, we already spoke about it, but I still have a question to Sovereign. Don't you think you would have... Like, did you think you didn't have the numbers to give enemy a good fight?
Wait, sorry, what? I wasn't listening.
Didn't you think you would pull the numbers to give enemy a good fight?
Numbers aren't the problem there, it's elephants.
Yeah, if you want to win, but not if you want to have a PvP experience. Like, I imagine if you already own Valencia anyway.
Let's be 100% honest. If we go to Mediah and then we lose, that's not going to turn out well for us. If we go there unprepared, what the fuck's the point? You don't go to a fight like that just for a good PvP experience. You go to determine who's the best guild on the server. We aren't going to be the best guild on the server if we don't have the right preparation. That's a silly question.
Sure, okay, but then you're gonna have that next week, right?
Well, I mean, we'll see.
Sorry, but
Well, you do
how are you gonna...
Wait. There's no other way than you guys going Mediah after all the shit that you.
After what you're saying now, you can't. Really
Are you going
Valencia
to use enemy like preparing tactic now and don't go for them for next few months?
Yeah, you never know. Make them get bored in a fucking castle for a little bit. We've got a lot of options right now, you know. Chill.
Do you want to trade? Do you want to trade Serendia to Sovereign Guild?
I don't know. I don't know. We haven't discussed that, to be honest with you. We haven't really discussed that much about what's going to happen next week. We know we have a lot of options. We know that we have potentially a very good fight with enemy. We need to check attendance and shit. But keeping our cards close to our chest, that's the best way to play this. We could go back to Valencia, you know, and kick you guys out for making us kind of a little bit of a laughing stock, you know. But wait and see. Anyway, move on to something else. Come on.
All right, so what actually happened in Serendia today, guys? Leviathan, you guys want to start this one?
Yeah. Yeah, we spent loads of time on... We spent so much time, man, scouting around trying to find who the other guild was, and we couldn't find them. Then eventually we spotted Vile running around, and we were like, oh, okay, so Vile's one of the guild. So we're going to probably have a fight against just them. And the third guild then popped up. We assumed it would be a normal guild. We assumed it would be Shadow Elite or Voss or Millennium. Well, not Millennium, but, you know, one of those kind of guilds. And, yeah, then we spotted an Encore guy building. And... we kind of just watched them build. We didn't really want to be those dickheads which kind of kill people whilst they're building.
Thank you, man. Thank you, man.
Kind of stood there and watched you build, but the buildings were glitching like fuck. And like we could see exactly where they were placing all their stuff.
I was standing on your whole watcher for like a good 30 minutes.
Yeah, it was really weird. And like the walls were appearing as you placed them and everything. It was odd. But yeah, the fight started and Sovereign were literally pushing on us straight away from the very start. And we held them for as long as we could. Obviously, because they didn't have elephants, it slowed them down. So we kind of just sat there and held them off for as long as we could, hoping that Vile would do some damage. And towards the end, Vile broke in. They got Sovereign down to, I think you guys were like, what, 60%, 50%? But then, yeah, we died, basically, because we couldn't hold any longer. And they just pushed in and basically fucked us. And that was pretty much how it went. I don't really know what to say. I was going to query why the fuck you guys would go Serendia and, you know, say it was a fucking weird decision. But, like, based on what you've said, I kind of get it.
Plus, I genuinely think you guys really underestimate yourselves. I mean, I sound like I'm gushing, but Leviathan are a lot fucking stronger than they were a couple of months ago. Like, seriously, you give people a lot of good fights. Like, you went toe-to-toe with Harmony and you won, if I'm not mistaken, right? And
it
kills,
was
at least.
pretty much a draw. Yeah, but yeah, it was like a draw, like within like 10 kills kind of thing.
Yeah, so, I mean, I honestly... I don't know.
We've become a lot stronger than we were, definitely. And I said the exact same thing to my guild afterwards. I said, if that was us 2 months ago, Encore would have shit on us in about 20 minutes. Obviously, the elephant slowed you guys down, but regardless, us 2 months ago, you would have just smashed on the gate until you got through. And
yeah, like definitely holding on against the best guild on the server or in EU for an hour is like really good.
Potentially best guild. They haven't fought
yeah, okay, sorry.
Next week, yeah?
We will see.
So we were just happy, like
really proud of our members.
Yeah, it was an interesting strength test for us. It was maybe a bit more brutal than we wanted. Maybe something like Oldskool would have been a nice strength test first. But yeah, it is what it is, and I understand why you guys did it if you were that bored of Valencia.
I mean, there was a second point. Like the second point was we fighted you on a node. I think a week ago or something, where we had, I think, really good fights there, and like we wanted to fight, so we knew that you were at Serendia anyway, so we will get at least a fight against you, no matter who is building or who is not building. Like we get a 1v1 or 1v2 or a ganked up, but there will be 100% a fight, and that was the most important thing.
Yeah. It would have been nice if you guys bought slightly less. I reckon if you guys were like 10, 15 people less, it would have been a lot better for us anyway.
Yeah,
I mean, you guys were actually more than us. You zerged us. Like, you had one more person than we did.
I mean, we did have people in defense. Vile were attacking us from what I heard.
Don't worry about that.
Yeah. No, fucking semantics, yeah? Semantics.
You had 60, we had 59, or some shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
You got zerged, mate.
But no, from what I heard, the people that were in Encore had a good fight. So there's I don't want you guys to feel like disheartened or anything by that shit.
I don't know if any of the other guys from Vile want to say what they were doing.
There's actually someone from Vile here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Sunrunner,
Well-
you want to add something to all of this?
Well, yeah, not really. Everything that Leviathan already said, while they were tanking the damage, we were trying to do the damage. Worked out pretty well. As he said, 60% empty base. But yeah, that's when it stopped when they fell. We also died, and yeah, that's it. Was a good fight though. We enjoyed it.
How many were you guys?
We were 40 today, exactly 40.
Okay, and I don't mean this in any horrible way, so please don't take this in the wrong way. Were you guys really struggling with the sovereign defense guys?
In the beginning, they had almost nobody in the defense, so we could destroy the buildings around the wall, what we did. And then they pushed more people in there. Into defense, I would say 15, 20 people. We adapted to slaughter for that. Then when we started adapting to that, we did much better, but we wasted, let's say, 10 minutes time adapting towards that.
Okay.
And once we did much better and broke into the base and everything else.
Leviathan, what about your numbers?
We were 60, bang on.
And how many Sovereign ended up having?
I think it was basically the
60.
same.
Yeah, 60.
Anything to add, boys?
No, man, just great fight, considering we lost that guild.
Yeah, it was a lot better fight than I thought it would be. When I saw it, I was
Yeah.
worried that it would be over in 15 minutes. I was really concerned that because I got home, I was on my way home from work, and I was worried that by the time I got home from work, it would be pretty much over with Sovereign all in our base and everything. But it wasn't. So
But
it was
again,
fun.
watching you guys coordinate all your shit was really impressive, and we're not at that level of coordination yet, but we're getting close.
Thank you.
It was a good fight.
All right, so let's move on to Balenos then. Millennium, Voss, and Sneeky was the fight. Sneeky, you want to start this one?
Yeah, it started off. Millennium moved to our base about 10 minutes before it started and declared on us. So we were just fighting outside our base location, and it was pretty much even. When the war started, obviously we could respawn at base, and we wiped them out of our base. While that was going on, Voss attacked Millennium's base. I think they were having clashes. Once Voss were wiped, we were basically holding the position at our base because we was closest to Millennium. So every time Millennium came to our base, we managed to wipe them, and then it was just the same rotation back and forth. Voss going to Millennium, us defending, until the point we both closed in on Millennium from both angles, and they couldn't hold us. They couldn't push us out. Eventually, we took down both corners of their base and just completely chipped away in one sustained push. They never really managed to wipe either guild from that point. After that, Voss instantly attacked us. We wiped, and then we were stuck in our base, and it was just getting worse and worse, and they slowly chipped us away. We managed to push them out, I think, once or twice. Maybe not even fully, they might have withdrew, but eventually we went down in around 20 minutes or so after that.
Frey, you want to continue this one?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, we started out with, I started out by looking at Sneeky and Millennium fighting outside their base before it started. So it was a nice view, trying to, imagine how many people both of the guilds had. After that, we went to Millennium's base. So we were fighting there, taking down their structures from the outside and trying to make a hole. And as they got wiped from Sneaky's base, they respawned in their base, fought them there for a while. And then they wiped us. We had to respawn and, rinse and repeat. And yeah, as it progressed, and then when Sneaky pushed up as well, Millennium was more or less out completely. They didn't wipe any of the guilds, as he said. And after Millennium was dead, we attacked Sneaky by Millennium's base. So it wasn't at their base, guys. So we attacked the people at Millennium's base. And yeah, then we continued 5 from there. And I think you guys more or less wiped us one time, I think. We might have had like 5-10 survivors from that, but that's about it. Pretty
Yeah, it
interesting
seems-
that Millennium actually said that we would have an easier fight against them than against you.
Compliment, it feels good.
Mm-hmm.
It seems that no one from Millennium showed up today. I actually don't know a reason. Numbers, guys?
We was 43.
61, and I think one in my guild counted 84 of Millennium, but I can't say.
No,
So
I
they seem to
think
be
that's a
like...
bit. I don't think it was 84. Maybe a bit.
No,
less
I
than
don't
that.
think so neither, but that's what he said. I would love to have one from Millennium actually saying how many they were.
Wait, Shallow, you pulled 43?
43, mate.
Muy spicy.
Sneaky.
Fucking making our way up to your big leagues. I like
Yeah,
it.
mate. Breaking keyboards as well on the way.
Mediah next week, yeah?
Possibly.
Fucking rival old school alliances, let's go.
Let's fucking do it.
Easy.
Join it.
Fucking easy.
No, we're good. The progression of the guild's been really good. I think we've been around for what 2-3 months, participating in Siege for like a month or so without real attendance. Then we just jump up to 43 and really put a show on. The fact that we're wiping a guild like Millennium that's been around for a year, and they're supposed to be one of the stronger ones. I don't know. It makes me feel real good about the progression.
Bro, come on, let's be honest here though. Your core is Old Sovereign, so obviously you're gonna wreck them. Bro,
like,
fucking forget TB, alright? They don't exist. Sovereign to the fucking day you die.
There's like 5 Sovereign players.
Shh, the important ones are Sovereign.
Alright, so let's move on to the last siege of today then. Calphion, it was Harmony
Let's go,
defending.
boy!
And
Yeah.
the factory Vinar in resilience in attack, but I'm not really sure what happened because the factory went down first. Vinar, you guys want to comment on that?
Oh, sure.
Yeah, why not? Do you want the whole thing or just the factory? Swiper.
However you like it, I guess.
Okay, I'll try to just go with the whole thing. So we built in Calphion because we were bored of potato fields and we didn't want to go Serendia, so we built on Calphion. We didn't know that some builds will go there. At the beginning, of course, during the week, typical odds, or are you on Calphion, or let's group up, blah, 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 stuff like that. And when the siege started, we know that there's resilience, there's harmony, and there's the factory. The factory definitely doesn't like us, and we know that they wouldn't build there alone, and we know that harmony probably didn't hire them to defend them. So they are probably with resilience, so we need to take them out. So we went for the factory when we saw that the resilience is attacking. Sorry, we went for the I said the factory. Sorry, we went for the factory when we saw that the resilience is going for harmony, and we used this time to like wipe their whole base, and we were just going back and forth because we only had 35 members. So like destroying the fort itself takes a lot of the time. And they had like really fast respawns, so we were just going back and forth from them mass respawning on us, but they weren't able to wipe us out, so we had no problem like resting like few or so people who died. During that time, I saw that the first gate went down because resilience started attacking it when harmony went for the factory at the beginning of the siege. And then we decided to go back after the factory died, and we watched resilience and harmony fight to decide who's going to be the best target for us to be at the end. During that time, we decided that harmony is pretty good guild. They are fun guys, we love them, and resilience is backstabbing everyone, and we don't like that. So we thought, let's backstab odds. Yes, hello odds. And we thought, let's backstab.
You mean you love harmony because?
Yeah, we love them more.
One up is a
we love them
great
more
guy.
than you.
No, I made
Yeah,
the question.
let me finish. Let me finish. And you can ask your
Do
questions.
you love them because they're an option now that Venari is dying and you want to join them?
Yes, exactly. We want to join every guild possible because we are dying.
No, I'm
And
speaking specifically about you.
yes. Yeah, Harmony, please invite me to your guild after we helped you in the Calpheon.
People
Okay.
at the podcast watch where Mattis will join in the next 1 month.
Yeah, thank you. Okay. We went to decide that we'll just wait after Resilience takes second gate, sorry. And we will just go to their base and fuck them up till Harmony helps us fuck them up till the end. And then we will just fight Harmony till we die. Because obviously with our numbers, it's going to be hard to win versus either of those guilds. And we didn't want to give Resilience any chance. So after like 30 minutes or so, Resilience went down. We kept cannoning Harmony during that, so they didn't have a lot of the buildings. So we thought we would be able to push them some, but we only wiped them a few times because of our numbers. And after a while, they destroyed all our buildings, and we couldn't wipe them like a few times in a row to rebuild everything. So we decided, fuck this, we are not going to win anyway. Let's just go for their base and see how much we can take. We took like 50%. They destroyed us. We left at odds, and GG. Too bad one approach is not here.
So you spent your whole Saturday just to fuck up Resilient.
Yes.
No, we had a great fight though. Like it was a really good PvP there. We had some
fight
players,
was really good.
Some team fights.
Well,
we had a perfect
I
time.
watched it. I came late because I had my own team. I came late to spectate, and I just saw Resilience fighting Harmony and Venari at the same time. I thought it was really impressive. How long it takes Harmony and Venari to take out Resilience 2-1?
It was mostly because like we didn't want to like go all in. We wanted to attack. We were attacking like Harmony, sending scouts and stuff like that. Harmony wasn't going full all in because they didn't want to like leave the base open. So you know how it works. Like it's not going all in just so you can.
You sandwiched them. You sandwiched them, and they didn't. Resilience didn't have any buildings left. And still they'd survive for another 20-25 minutes.
Well, good for them. I can't say much about like the Zerg fights. I'm not inside them, so.
You're shooting cannons.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, we didn't want to lose too much with timers, you know. Like, and we were afraid of the call together as well.
Exactly. It's all about like. It didn't matter if we take them out in 1 hour or in 2 hours. It's going to only help us because Harmony is going to have bigger timers. So all that was important was to have Harmony like don't let Harmony have everything in their base and to Resilience die at that time. But we still couldn't do it because like we don't have enough numbers, but we did really good for what we could bring.
So you expected to lose?
Nope.
Don't you think you would have had a better chance against Resilience than? What about, for example, abusing Harmony to take out Resilience buildings and then pull back from Resilience space and go for Harmony and take them out and then fight Resilience without building?
We were thinking about that, but after we saw Resilience numbers, we were afraid that we're just going to get zerged because like one fuck up and their numbers were too much for us. Harmony had less people, so we had more chance about with Harmony, even if they had Castle, than with Resilience because they had shit ton of numbers today. And I don't know how much did they bring. So...
How many actually were you guys like every game?
Yeah.
How many was Venari?
33.
Oh yeah,
35. Sorry. And
what about Harmony? Oh, nobody's here.
I think 60, something around that.
Resilience?
74.
So Resilience, you guys want to comment on this one a little bit more?
I think what has been said. Kind of shame that 1UP is not here, but I think in the 1 hour we were fighting Harmony 1v1, or 45 minutes, not sure how long it took. We pretty much only lost one engage on them. We won all the other engages. I don't know, we felt very confident today we were doing well. We managed to get all the way on top of Harmony's base within 1 hour. We managed to bring their, when we started attacking their fucking base, we got a call that Venari was closing in on us. We were expecting this already, so we weren't too surprised. And I think we did really well defending against the two guilds at the same time. So, the only thing we can say, we're proud of our guild and we did very well.
So, Twitch chat is wondering how did Backstab Dagger ended up in TK's hands? That's the question to odds.
Haven't you seen nodes failing all the pens? The dagger is gone, man.
No dagger.
I have nothing to comment on that. The only
bad,
thing
dude.
I have to comment is that Lone Wolf was right.
Too bad
Well,
because
what?
you had a lot of comments to TK on Whisper during the siege.
What did Lone Wolf say?
Something between me and him, and he was 100% right. Oh, you're not gonna get any salt swiper. It was a fun fight, and we did very good.
What? No salt? No.
That's salty enough.
Yeah, on the general chat, like we should have made the screenshots.
How does it feel to be on the other side of the knife for a change, Odds?
It's okay. It's okay. By the way, Matis, I have a spot in my guild if you wanna join, buddy.
No, I'm joining Harmony. Didn't you say so?
Well, okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Just letting you know.
No
I
problem.
wouldn't take you in, dude. You're not a streamer.
Oh fuck. I can set up stream.
All right. Then we can talk.
Nice. But YouTube doesn't count though.
Nah, it's fine. We're more of a Twitch guild nowadays.
Okay, so you changed the
Whatever
requirements.
you need to ask Swiper, just ask Luna, who is the co-leader, and Lin, he's my main shot caller. I'll be AFK. See you guys and good night.
See you. Odds.
See ya.
Where's the salt?
Yeah, I'm
It
disappointed.
somehow breaks my heart.
Wow.
What's being so
I mean, we can go back to Valencia and I can roleplay a bit if you want.
How do you want to create salty? Like,
I think Backstab changed him.
Yeah, I don't know, guys. I think like keeping
I mean,
the
I can
Sphinx
tell you
silent
for
is even
sure
more
that-
salty, though.
like, if we had our normal attendance, like if we had like 10 more people, we would destroy everyone there 1v1, no problem. Is what I can tell you for sure.
That's
Everyone?
a bold statement.
If you do what? If you do what?
Damn.
If we had our people who are on vacation right now, like they're not here.
I think every guild has people on vacation, buddy.
Yeah,
No,
that's
only us.
why resilience has 7 plus,
Only we have people on vacation.
Because we actually have a great community and we have friends, dude. That's it.
Friends.
Yeah.
Overrated.
Hey guys, let's invite everyone to the guilds. Oh yeah, we have friends.
It's like, when I ask somebody to come to Siege on Saturday, sorry, I have a life. Hmm.
Fuck life. Holy shit.
What's
That's a
that?
very bold statement, though,
It's so
Mattis.
boring.
It's
compared
funny
to
that you were
sieges.
50 people and still lost 1 versus 1, but still you want only 40. Kind of cool.
I mean, there would be no problem. Though. Like, in terms of quality, we're far like, above you. Problem.
No, the fight was cool today. We had such a slaughter. It was very fun. Probably the most fun siege in 2 months or so.
I mean, you might have missed the KD ratio, though.
Oh, really? Did we?
Yeah, you were both negative. You and Harmony.
Oh, really?
We got Valencia with pretty much 0 KD rating. How about that?
But I'm not sure about the ending.
Fuck you, Wayne.
How did you?
That's all I have to say.
how
Fuck
did
you.
defend that
It's
next
not
week?
0 though. It's infinity, right? Like the other way around.
No one died from Oldskool.
Actually, I died.
Oh yeah, to fuck you.
Do you actually have a
Fucked
print
up.
screen
You
of
fucked
that
up.
KD rating, though?
You did?
We should. There should be one with Jules' clip probably when he was checking it out.
It's
To be fair, like in an objective game, like KD rate is like, come on.
Yeah, especially since we killed 2 gates in 40 minutes.
And they were empty,
Oh,
no?
Harmony was pretty even in kill death ratio.
Yeah.
Venari was like crazily up in kills. They had like 1.2k kills to run about 300 deaths. That was pretty crazy.
They had 800 kills and 100 deaths against the factory. So, I mean, even if you count it out, like, we're still ahead.
I mean, it's that factory. Come on.
As I said, you had
That's man.
good,
No, just count it out, like.
Yeah, that's why he said to count
Minus.
it out. Yeah. Even if you cut it out, we were on plus. So
Yeah,
it
but
it
you
may
need
be
to you need to get some numbers up to.
Like,
I don't know. You're
usually we
pretty
have
strong
more,
with
like-
your 45 people or whatever you pull, but bring some numbers.
as
and-
people say, you need to set up cord and slowly build the guild. So you know.
You guys had 45 today?
35.
35. Oh, sure. Okay.
All right. Anything else left on Calphion, guys?
Can't believe it's over so quick. The chat.
Yeah, it was pretty fast.
I was
Well,
expecting more
sieges are all
salt.
pretty fast as well, and it's like a lot of the guilds that usually do sieges didn't show up because summer is in the middle.
I mean, every guild is hit by summer. I don't think it's. I mean, I guess.
Yeah, Sovereign only have the people hit by the summer.
Sorry.
Summer? Where is summer?
Yeah. I don't know.
So, like one of the most hype podcasts, I think, for me, is all these backstabs and switcheroos and trades and more resident sleeper than.
I don't know. I think it needs a little bit of time. You know, it'll fester a little bit. Odds will get really fucking salty about it. Someone backstabs him again in a week or two. We'll do something a bit controversial next week, maybe. Fucking Sneeky will rise up and probably do something fucking shady.
Just go, Mediah. Stop fucking talking. Go, Mediah, mate.
Hey.
And we'll have something to talk about.
Shut the fuck up.
You
Go, Mediah.
Don't have any other
Don't be
choice. than going
pussies.
Mediah.
I mean, we do.
You can't go Valencia.
You have everything in your
Honestly,
everything
I feel
prepared.
like
You
I-
have so many people. Go fucking Mediah.
How can you go Valencia? Like
No,
Valencia,
what was it that enemies used to say? Unfinished business, yeah? Unfinished business? Maybe we have unfinished business.
Yeah, with Mediah.
Where do you have unfinished business? Where?
Well, I mean, Valencia's our home, you know? Come on.
You can't take Valencia back because you got crazy Zerg.
So much people on vacation, man. So much people.
I mean, you struggled today against Leviathan and Vile. What do you think? What happens next week when one guild teams up with Oldskool?
Hey, well, I mean, if you're fucking calling it now that we don't have the numbers, then why are we going to go fight enemy?
What's enemy's attendance? Come on, give us the numbers. We want a list.
Every single person,
I don't think that the enemy pulls more.
and then
than
their IP addresses, so I can DDoS them.
Hey. Potentially the strongest. Potentially.
Potential's a banned word in Sovereign.
Yeah, you can't go Valencia next. You have to die.
I mean, I do find it funny that I think it was in your stream, Jules, where you said that you expect a lot of people to now build on Valencia. Do you really think that's going to be like the next big fight for like not us per se, but like everyone in general? Like Leviathan potentially go in there, maybe Shadow Elite if they're back in the siege scene then, etc., etc.
Leviathan has unfinished business.
Oh yeah, convenient. More convenience. Fucking hell.
Just go, Mediah, and there will be no convenience. Give us the fight we want.
Oi,
Don't run
yeah.
away, so you can say that you went there.
I mean, are you gonna make a meme video about it? That's the only thing I care about.
Yeah, just if you go there, I will make something.
Oh shit!
I
Oh,
promise
bro,
you
it-
something. Just go there. If you
Well,
go there with
Easy,
somebody,
okay, right,
Don't you think
confirmed
that-
now, confirmed
Don't you
now.
think that you called out enemy too much for not coming to Valencia, and now you have the chance to attack? Don't you think that you have to do that now?
I mean, not particularly though, because I mean, if you think about it, we were sat in Valencia for how long? Enemy never came to us. The only fight that we've had siege-wise, at least from my recollection, is us going to Caltheon when Sovereign were really fucking weak.
No, but
now-
even
now
if
you are
enemy
strong.
didn't come to you guys, you can always
Yeah.
go to them.
I
Yeah,
outplayed the
okay,
shit-
okay.
I outplayed the shit of you.
Yeah, okay. I wasn't in the guild then, so I take no responsibility for that. But still, why is it always us that have to make the move to them?
because you want to PvP.
Wait, because you called them out for not attacking you for like I don't know.
You see my
always.
point. I'm not saying what we're doing next week because we don't know ourselves. But you see my point. Why is it always us that have to make the move? They gave up the Caltheon 2 weeks ago and then just went to Mediah. No one really gave them that much shit for not going to Valencia. It was a few, oh, why didn't you go there? And that was it. After that, it was done. So
but they didn't call you out for not coming. Just
not sure about that.
Just
you kept calling them out for not tagging.
I mean, I think they've done the same thing to us. It's like when they were stuck in Calthin and we were stuck in Valencia, it was pretty much the same, just shit throwing. So.
No, you're wrong. I'm right.
The German way. The German way.
Yeah.
Nah. Well,
you guys just need to get over with that. Like, I don't know. One of you will lose. One of you will get shit on. Like that won't even. I don't think that will be like some super even fight that lasts for 4 hours. I think one of your guilds will just get shit on. I don't know who it is.
To be fair,
potentially.
No, Jules, I agree with you with that point. To be fair, I reckon it's going to be the same sort of shit that happened with us and Addicted. There'll be a big hyped fight, and then it'll come to it, and then one of us will just destroy the other one. Hopefully,
Yeah, we just want your members, so that's what we want you to fight. So.
Hey, no one's going to fucking come for Nari.
Oh, they will.
Mate.
To be fair, like the more you
Marius,
guys,
come on.
The more you guys are edging like this fight, just no, you come, no, you come, no, you come. Like it's just ending back for either one of you. Because like, if you keep just delaying this, it's just just fight. No one cares. No one gives a shit anymore.
I don't know, man.
Just one question: is it any business of you? I don't think so.
I want to keep Valencia. I want pay out more pet accessories.
Bro, fuck you. All right. We had Valencia for 12 weeks. I don't even have fucking tet armor. All right. I need that shit in my life.
Start streaming. It helps.
Oh, bro. I mean, I tried, but I don't know what's up with my sound quality. It's just awful.
So can we talk about how big the castle advantage people is that people think it is?
I don't know.
We had a few opportunities, right, where both sovereign or enemy could go to or whatever. Maybe enemy had more opportunities. Whatever, doesn't matter. Like, how big is the castle advantage?
You will see it next week. Just wait.
Also, I mean, if we want to talk about more dodging and that kind of shit, think about the amount of times that we went to Node Wars, specifically like tier 3s that had not been built on or have been untaken for like 3 weeks. And then enemy were like, nah, peace out, built on it, found out we were going there, then destroyed their fort and went to a tier 2. That happened on multiple occasions. We never did that shit. Did they get shit for that? No, I don't think so.
Well, we never went to a tier 2.
No, okay, sure.
You did.
It's not really about that. I mean,
what? We have never been on a tier 3, on a tier 2 since.
Fucking Freudian slip.
I thought you were talking about your second. Sorry.
Before server merge, when we were like 15 people in the guild.
Yeah, I thought you were talking. I thought you were talking about your second guild. So.
Oh yeah, no, yeah, we definitely been to tier 2s on that one.
Yeah, sorry.
Anyway.
But Node Wars don't count. Like no one cares about Node War.
I mean, that's still a good indication.
That's a pretty decent indication, but at the end, there's no like the real fight. It's a fight that has repercussions, right? If you lose a Node War, it's like, oh well, tough luck. Blame it on the respawn timers or whatever. You can blame it on so many things in Node Wars. Like, and it's also fair because Node War sucks, right? The respawn timers are broken and other stuff.
Why are respawn timers broken in Node Wars?
They're a bit too short. I'd say that, especially if you've got someone like that fight that we had against enemy on Moretti, was it Moretti?
Yeah.
We should have won that fight in my opinion, but we just couldn't get anywhere near it. It was like what, 20 seconds, 30 seconds max cooldown timers. As soon as we ended up pushing in, they'd all respawned. They do make a difference there. So I sort of get your point.
Like a guild has to lose something, right? In order for the fight to be meaningful. Like if it's a Node War, yeah, I guess if someone loses, I mean, both guilds got lucky with a draw because no one can shit talk for a draw, I guess. But if some guilds lose in a Node War, it doesn't really matter. People would stop caring after one day. Like it's the siege fight that people want to see, that care about. Like talking on a storyline point of view.
It was a question asked earlier today on Jules' stream, like if two guilds are equally strong and one has a castle, will the castle one always wins? Like the answer is probably, but like how much stronger does guild, like forget about enemy and sovereign for now. Like how much stronger does guild A need to be if they're not in the castle?
Yeah, they have to.
32%.
No, it's not about stronger. It's about if you are able to crack the base or not. Like, this is the point. Like, if both are the same strength exactly, you will fucking stalemate that shit. I'm 100% sure.
If you want to draw it as a castle owner, you can always draw it because if the gates are dead, you still have that choke point and just stay behind it.
As a
Like,
castle owner, if your
remember
gates
the
are
first
dead,
time-
you will probably lose a base race. Then.
I think
If-
Addicted
the
thought
first
the
time we
same
fought
and
in
lost
Calphion?
heavily, but yeah, whatever.
You remember the first time we fought in Calphion Ox when we were like 55 people, I think, in enemy, and you guys had like 75 or something, long time ago.
I'm old, man. I
You
don't.
guys,
My memory doesn't go.
You guys had Calphion then, and then it got liberated because we couldn't push up the stairs. You guys would I think we would wipe you in the first courtyard, and then
Right.
as soon as we pushed up the stairs, you would all already start respawning and stuff, and it just wasn't doable. At
You
all.
guys were in the cancer spot, yeah?
No,
Yeah, I
we didn't
think
know
so.
about that. We didn't know about that spot at the time.
No,
It's
no,
not-
it was a
Ox
long
means
time
that,
ago.
Before that?
we first noticed about that spot when Sovereign. You're talking about that turtle spot.
Yeah.
South
Yeah.
of that lake. Yeah, we didn't know about that spot. We realized it when Sovereign built it. It's, by the way, very horrible spot.
Like, kind of a different question, but kind of the same lines. Like, Sovereign, do you think you can go Mediah with whatever, like, people on vacation and maybe not having elephants or whatever, like, every possible bad situation you can have and draw it? Like, go for the draw and draw it and then get it next week without the castle advantage?
What happens if someone liberates a castle? The next week, million guilds will show up and just
Will they?
for that castle. Of course.
Yeah, I don't know if it's recently, but that's happened before. Not for us an enemy per se, but where a castle's been liberated by one guild, the next week it's like fucking clown fiesta.
Yeah.
If people know that castle, like that region, let's say Mediah, if people know Mediah is going to be enemy versus Sovereign, and I'm going to assume that there's going to be a non-verbal agreement of those two guilds like wiping everyone else if there is no castle advantage. before
Eden, are you
starting the
starting
round.
politics again?
Oh, shit. Should I?
Yeah, enemy don't do that, remember?
I think they would, like, not organizing it with you guys, but just getting a 1v1 without any castle advantage. You know, this is the fairest fight both of you will ever get.
I think we had that on notes already. So.
No.
Oh, we
no,
talked
it's a
about
different.
nuts.
Yeah, no, it's a different.
Talk
yeah.
about nuts. No one cares about nuts. Like, siege-wise.
It's hard to say. It's very hard to say. I mean, when was the last time we actually had, apart from like the fucking the wagon shit, like we haven't actually fought enemy in a very long time, not properly. So it's hard to say.
So, question to enemy then: like, if you go to a region and there's like 10 guilds there, and one of the guilds is Sovereign, would you hope for a 1v1 at the end?
No, they'd do what they did last time, where we were just conveniently in the middle.
What do you mean last?
When Ember was.
Oh come on, man! That was half a year.
I mean, just convenience, you know, just a lot of convenience.
But then they merged, so it doesn't count.
Maybe I can talk about that because at that time I was.
They did that. I'm just throwing salt.
Why would we not take you out? There's a second guild fucking attack.
Chill. I was just okay.
No, that has nothing to do with the current situation.
Just say you are going with Mediah, no one will go there, and you will get your 1 versus 1. Don't get random excuses.
Exactly. Just call it.
No one on the fucking Europe will build on Mediah if you say you are going there.
I don't speak for all of Sovereign. I'm not going to say something without talking to everyone else. It's not happening.
Yeah, of course. Like we don't make plans here on the podcast. Just discuss possible scenarios. So of course, not like anyone expects anyone to just say what they're gonna do next week.
Possible scenario: we split again, go fucking Sovereign, Encore, go 2 completely different regions. There you go. There's another possibility.
Wait, Crypto, do you want to defend Serendia? No.
Yeah. Okay, we can keep. Okay, all right, Encore and Serendia. Sovereign go to Valencia, and then War go to Calphion. Easy. All right, three regions. Fucking master plan. Get fucked, guys. EU's ours.
All right, guys, I think it's time to do some shoutouts.
Shout out to TK for making 1 versus 1 tournament. That's going to be tomorrow, the finals at 1 p.m.
Shout out to Muku. Your brain is amazing. Don't change your brain or something.
That basically means don't get drunk or smoke, right?
Don't do drug, kids.
Shout out to
Shout
Kitty
out to
for good
RBN.
elephants.
You're finally free.
Shout out to Valenir, sexiest Valkyrie EU.
Shout out to Odds for getting backstabbed.
Let's go, boy.
Oh yeah. See you next week.
Alright, guys, so shout out to Jules and Control Alt Delt for hosts today. And shout out to Kenneth MH for being sub 3 months in a row. Although I think he subbed last week, but he still triggered it this week. And that's it for tonight, guys. Check out the channel feed because next week will be coming something different, like the different flavor of a podcast. And see you all guys next time. Bye.
Let's go, boy.
See you later.